Charles Sanders Peirce was not just a philosopher, he was a thinker who lived in a world filled with questions, uncertainties, and the relentless pursuit of truth. His contributions to pragmatism, semiotics, and logic resonate with timeless relevance, offering us insights that can guide our lives in profound ways. This journey through Peirce's thoughts reveals a tapestry of lessons, each thread woven with care, reflecting his belief in the power of inquiry, community, and the human spirit. 1. Embrace uncertainty, the gift of doubt. The dance of doubt and inquiry. Peirce understood that uncertainty is not merely a hindrance, it is an essential part of the human experience. He famously said, "Doubt is the beginning of inquiry." This notion invites us to view uncertainty not with trepidation but as a fertile ground for exploration. Imagine standing at a crossroads in life, perhaps contemplating a career change or a major move. The fear of the unknown can be paralyzing, but Peirce encourages us to see this doubt as an opportunity. Instead of avoiding these moments of uncertainty, we should embrace them. Engage with the unknown as a curious child would, asking questions, seeking answers, and allowing the process of inquiry to unfold. A personal anecdote. Consider the story of a young woman named Anna, who found herself stuck in a job that drained her spirit. The thought of leaving filled her with doubt. What if she failed? What if she never found something better? However, by leaning into her uncertainty, Anna began to ask herself critical questions. What truly makes her happy? What are her passions? With each question, she discovered not just what she wanted to escape, but what she wanted to pursue. This journey through doubt ultimately led her to a career in art therapy, transforming her uncertainty into a path of fulfillment. 2. The value of inquiry, a quest for understanding. The lifelong journey of learning. Inquiry is more than a method, it is a way of being. Peirce's philosophy suggests that every question we ask opens a door to new knowledge and understanding. This quest for understanding is not confined to academia, it permeates all aspects of life. Think of inquiry as a lens through which to view the world. It encourages us to look deeper into ourselves, our relationships, and our communities. Instead of accepting things as they are, we should cultivate a habit of questioning. This mindset fosters critical thinking, allowing us to break down complex issues and arrive at meaningful insights. An inspiring example. Take the example of a community facing a pressing issue, such as declining engagement in local activities. Rather than simply lamenting the situation, a group of residents decides to investigate. They hold discussions, gather opinions, and conduct surveys. Through this process of inquiry, they uncover underlying concerns, perhaps a lack of communication or differing interests among community members. By prioritizing inquiry, they develop a more engaged community, transforming apathy into active participation. 3. Community and collaboration, the power of togetherness. The collective wisdom of humanity. Peirce believed that knowledge is most robust when shared. He saw inquiry as a communal endeavor, where ideas are tested, refined, and enriched through collaboration. In our increasingly isolated world, this lesson resonates profoundly. Imagine a group of friends who come together regularly to share their experiences and ideas. Each member brings unique perspectives, and through open dialogue, they challenge one another's assumptions and beliefs. This collaboration fosters a deeper understanding of diverse viewpoints and creates a supportive environment for growth. A real-life application. Consider a local nonprofit organization struggling to address a community need. Instead of working in silos, the organization reaches out to local businesses, schools, and residents to form a coalition. Through collaborative brainstorming sessions, they devise innovative solutions that no single entity could have achieved alone. This collective effort not only addresses the immediate need but also strengthens community bonds and builds trust. 4. The practicality of ideas, making thoughts work for us. From abstract to actionable. Peirce's pragmatic maxim reminds us that the true value of an idea lies in its practical implications. This principle urges us to consider how our beliefs translate into actions in the real world. It's a call to ground our thoughts in reality. In our daily lives, we often grapple with theories and concepts that feel lofty or abstract. Peirce challenges us to ask, what difference does this make? By focusing on the practical outcomes of our ideas, we can steer our lives in more meaningful directions. A personal reflection. Imagine a teacher who dreams of implementing a new educational approach but feels overwhelmed by the complexity of change. Instead of getting lost in theory, she decides to pilot a small project that incorporates student feedback into lesson planning. By starting small and assessing the practical outcomes, she can refine her approach based on what truly works for her students. This iterative process leads to greater engagement and learning outcomes, illustrating how practical applications can transform abstract ideals into impactful realities. 5. The significance of signs, decoding meaning in our lives. Understanding communication. Peirce's work in Semiotics reveals the intricate ways we communicate and interpret meaning. Signs, whether words, symbols, or gestures, are the fabric of our interactions. By becoming aware of the signs we use and encounter, we can enhance our understanding of ourselves and others. In our daily lives, we constantly interpret signs, the tone of a friend's voice, the body language of a colleague, or the symbolism in art. By honing our ability to decode these signs, we improve our communication and foster deeper connections. An illustrative example. Consider a couple experiencing tension in their relationship. They might struggle with unspoken signs, subtle cues that signal frustration or disappointment. By consciously discussing their feelings and interpreting each other's signs, they can bridge gaps in understanding. This open dialogue transforms confusion into clarity, helping them navigate their relationship with greater empathy and connection. 6. Perseverance in thought, the journey to truth. The path of rigorous thinking. Peirce championed the value of perseverance in the pursuit of truth. He understood that deep understanding requires dedication and a willingness to wrestle with complex ideas. This commitment to thoughtfulness can illuminate paths that might otherwise remain hidden. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to settle for quick answers or superficial understanding. Peirce's philosophy invites us to dive deeper, encouraging us to wrestle with our thoughts and engage with challenging concepts. A personal story. Reflect on the journey of a scientist researching a groundbreaking theory. Faced with setbacks and skepticism, they could easily become disheartened. However, by embracing perseverance and dedicating time to refining their ideas, they ultimately make significant contributions to their field. Their journey exemplifies how steadfastness in thought can lead to breakthroughs that benefit society. 7. Holistic understanding, embracing complexity. Seeing the bigger picture. Peirce believed in the importance of viewing problems from multiple perspectives. This holistic approach acknowledges the complexity of life and encourages us to consider various factors before arriving at conclusions. In a world that often emphasizes specialization, Peirce reminds us of the value of interconnectedness. By embracing a holistic understanding, we can navigate challenges more effectively and develop solutions that consider the myriad influences at play. A community case study. Imagine a city facing environmental issues, such as pollution and urban sprawl. Instead of addressing each problem in isolation, a group of activists advocates for a comprehensive plan that includes public transportation, green spaces, and community gardens. By viewing the issue holistically, they not only address environmental concerns but also enhance community well-being and quality of life. 8. Moral responsibility, the ethical dimension of inquiry. The call to ethical living. Peirce's philosophy underscores the importance of ethical responsibility in our pursuit of knowledge. He believed that the search for truth is intrinsically tied to moral considerations. This principle encourages us to reflect on the impact of our actions and decisions. In our lives, we are faced with choices that can have far-reaching consequences. By considering the ethical implications of our actions, we can align our pursuits with our values, fostering a sense of integrity and accountability. A reflective example. Consider a journalist tasked with reporting on a sensitive issue. The desire for sensationalism may tempt them, but Peirce's moral responsibility calls for thoughtful consideration of the impact their words will have on individuals and communities. By prioritizing truth and empathy in their reporting, they contribute to informed public discourse and foster a more compassionate society. Conclusion: a life illuminated by inquiry. Charles Sanders Peirce's philosophical insights are more than academic exercises, they are guiding principles for navigating the complexities of life. His lessons encourage us to embrace uncertainty, cultivate a spirit of inquiry, collaborate with others, focus on practical outcomes, decode the signs in our lives, persevere in thought, adopt holistic perspectives, and commit to ethical living. As we reflect on Peirce's teachings, we are reminded that philosophy is not an abstract pursuit but a living practice, one that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. By weaving these lessons into the fabric of our daily existence, we can navigate the world with greater wisdom, compassion, and purpose. In a time where the quest for truth feels increasingly daunting, Peirce's insights serve as a beacon, illuminating the path toward understanding and connection. Let us embrace this journey together, as we navigate the beautiful complexity of being human.